This is Caesar from Learning Vegan, and today I made a simple dish, breakfast dish. I'm one of those people, I like breakfast in the evening, and it's almost that time. So today we're going to make a tofu scramble, my take on it. There's different versions of it. It's not hard. You just get your tofu, put it in a pan, fry it up. People do different things. It's almost like an omelet. Here I got some onions, poblano peppers, like a half an onion, a half a poblano, and a 1 Roman tomato here chopped up. I'm going to garnish it with some cilantro. On my tofu scrambled, I'm going to have some this nutritional yeast. Good stuff, the Bragg's, I think it's pronounced Bragg's. I'm going to add some vegan chow, shredded creamy. This creamy original great cheese, my favorite. I really stick to the chow nowadays for just about all the things I do. And I like to put a hint of turmeric on this. It just gives it this, like, it's like a curry egg thing kind of going on, tofu. So anyways, this is Learning Vegan, and we're gonna make a tofu scramble a la Caesar. It starts now. We're gonna go to the kitchen. Okay, we got the pan going. As you know, I like to use iron skillets here. They're pretty good, pretty comfortable. The heat, it just evenly spreads out. They get nice and warm. So we're going to start. We put some oil on it here. A side thing that I'm going to do here, I'm also going to make some plantain tostones, as they call them, tostones. Deep fried plantain. Fried plantains, tostones. And we're going to make some of these here. They're the Goya brand. We'll check this out too. So as our pan's ready, let's start with some tomatoes first, get them going. I like to start with the tomatoes first because they have a little like natural juices. I want to get those to dry up a little bit, just kind of cook itself. I like to add a hint of sea salt or kosher salt. This time I'm using, sea salt. There, that's about it. Get this going here. We'll let this go for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to add the rest of it. Okay, gave it a couple minutes. The tomatoes cooked down, all the juices evaporated. They're frying up pretty good. Now I'm going to add the poblano peppers and the onions. I'm going to let them saute the rest of the way. Mix in. You know, my take on this is I have the tendency to make Mexican food, but almost in a stir-fry style, like Chinese. Maybe because all those years me eating that. So now, with further ado, we're going to go ahead and put the tofu in there. Just like that. Let's say put another dash of salt here just for the tofu. It does need it. We're going to let them cook for a moment, and at this point I like to start splitting them up. We're going to break these all up. These babies are going to break. Tofu scrambled, a lot of people like to chop it up. I like to just break it up. It gives it a natural look. If you look at it, it looks like Mexican cheese. At the same time, once you break it up pretty good, it's kind of hard. And once I add the nutritional yeast and the turmeric and everything, it looks like something else. It kind of looks like an egg. It does resemble. So, very simple dish. Great for breakfast. Great for dinner. You can change it. I would suggest some broccoli. You can add some cauliflower. You put mushrooms in it. Different takes on this. You can go different ways on this. If you want it plain, you didn't have to add any cheese. If you want it just like that, you could. I just like to, I always add a little touch, a little bit more of a flavor to it than just, you know, a little bit more. So at this point, add the turmeric. Add nutritional yeast, about that much, yay. Mix that up here. We might have to put like a little bit of water so it'll help dissolve. Just a little bit. I'd say so. I'd say a little bit. So let me pause back and I'll be right back with that water. Okay, we're back. Add just about a little bit. We want to put that water in there so it can help the nutritional yeast get a little cheesy, the consistency of it. I let the oils soak up the juices of soak up the nutritional yeast, and it kind of turns into this cheesy form. We'll add a little water so it spreads out a little bit there. Good to go on that now. And last but not least, let's add this cheese, the chow. Add a little bit more cheese here. What I like about this cheese, it's my favorite cheese. Why is it my favorite cheese? Because it melts pretty good, a lot quicker than everything else, and it has a nice melty consistency. And that's the cheese, the flavor, the texture of it. It's a nice creamy cheese. As a matter of fact, at this point, I don't have to do anything else but turn this off. It's done. That's it. Let it sit. Wouldn't hurt to add a dash of pepper. Almost there. Now we're done. We're going to get our fried plantains going. Wow, I guess that was too hot. This has happened before, so no worries, we do have a fire extinguisher. But I guess that was pretty hot. Pretty interesting. So, cook these for about 4 minutes. Yeah, you didn't know there was some pyrotechnics to this episode. There was, wasn't there? Even that caught me a little off guard, but that has happened to me before, so I'm used to it. I wouldn't advise to do that. Put your heat on low, pay a little bit more attention. That's funny. So we're going to pause this for a moment because I got to get some stuff ready to remove these plantains from the oil. Alright. Got these going here. Still need a little longer. It seems to me they're getting there. I'm going to put another one in just to see what happens. I want you to stand back just in case. Hey, better. That was much better. I guess it wasn't so hot now, huh? Well, I learned something today, and you guys learned that. I'm learning as you're watching me learn. You're learning that I'm learning, and here we are learning together. I'm going to see if that was about right or not. You gotta watch it, and they burn. They can jump out and sting you. When you do this, you almost want to wear protective gloves. I don't, because I'm used to this and I get burnt all the time. But yeah, you want to be careful when this. If there's other ways of doing it, if you think you can bake in it would be better, I don't know. But this is the way I do it here. It's pretty intense. Oh yeah. It's hot, but yeah, that's done. So we're going to pause, and then we're going to come back when all this is all said, done, ready. And like I said, it's about 4 minutes. Two per side, then you remove them, and then they're good to go. And then we're going to be ready with this as soon as we're done shortly here on Learning Vegan. Okay, we're going to remove the last of our tostones, our fried plantains, let them sit for a moment. And we're going to take this to the table, and we're going to get ready to eat. And let's pause this, and we'll meet at the kitchen. This is the final product, and you want to put on the top there's some avocado slices, guacamole. I like to put a dash of salt on our, I like to call it like a curry scramble, tofu scramble, garnished with your favorite cilantro. If you don't, with whatever else, parsley. I like to go overboard on my avocados and cilantro, and you could not forget anything hot. Add a little heat to this. Some homemade salsa, jalapenos with tomatoes, nice and red and hot. And instead of tortillas, instead of bread, instead of anything, we're gonna have toston this time. Take a toston, kind of dip there in there, and this is like tropical, like breakfast, but something different. Very Latin, but in a different format. Use a little more salt. Add each one to their own. But this is something that would go great with broccoli, with cauliflower, with zucchini. So many other things you can combine it with. I'd say probably some fresh cucumber in it, depending who you are, what you want. Some bean sprouts. Mix that up in there. The tofu scramble a la Caesar, that nutritional yeast, and then that little turmeric gives a little taste, a little something different. It's almost like it's a curry egg or something. It's a tofu curry scramble. So here it is, another dish, vegan. No reason to add animals to the mix to this. There's one more reason to not. There you go, I just gave you one more reason. So here's another great idea. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna get to eat, and we'll see you guys later next time. Later, bye.